Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is a video that has been widely shared on social media where the CJ Emeritus Maraga was addressing the youth in the church. I think he's an SDA church member, and Maraga was trying to appeal to the youth to have integrity, to be integrity champion for their own church, for themselves, for their own children, and of course to an extent for your own country. Be integrity champion. That was the topic. And in that advice, Maraga has used an example of himself when he was serving as a High Court judge in Mombasa, where a sugar was brought in the country or was supposed to be imported to the country, but he stopped. We have heard about the stories to do with the sugar, the importation of sugar that has killed our own factories here. Mias is on his knees, Zoya Sugar on his knees, Sony Sugar on his knees, Cheminady Sugar on his knees, and you can name all of them because someone had allowed importation of sugars. And he revealed how these cartels have been able to use even judges in court to make a judgment that is not in favor of the people, whereby you cannot even get justice in that kind of ruling. And he is explaining how even some of these people try to reach out to him using his own friends who are also lawyers, but he rejected. So in all the story, he's saying that you need to be firm in your decision, be truthful, and gain public trust. Let people have confidence even in your ruling. So I listened to him, then I asked myself a question. What if Maraga was going to be the next chairman of IBC? And what about the integrity or confidence that Kenyans have in people like the current CJ, Mother Koome? What about Chebukati and the two other commissioners? Listen to Maraga shortly, then we are going to continue with this discussion.
You are told something is brought and you are told, can you sign here? You look at it, you know what that means, but you sign because you are getting your cut, isn't it? At times, some clients want you to lie for them. Want you to lie for them. They just buy you. You know, that's what it means. They buy you to do what they want. As soon as you do that, they have no regard for you. You're so cheap before them, they have very little regard for you. But if you refuse and stand firm, and there is a time comes later when they want somebody honest to perform some job, they will be the first ones coming to look for you. They're the first ones coming to look for you. Sorry again to use another example. When I was in the High Court in 2005 in Mombasa, I made some orders which irritated some people. I restrained the coming in of sugar, worth more than 30 billion shillings. So these people, the owners were frantic. They wanted this sugar released immediately, so they went looking for a lawyer who is my friend. You know what they asked him? Tell that judge to quote his price. This lawyer knew me. He says, that man has no price. He says, no. There is no Kenyan who doesn't have a price. He says, no. And in fact, that lawyer was very annoyed. He didn't want to be involved in that kind of thing. What is your price? What I'm saying is, are you ready to be bought? In some places, you may not be the one making the decision. But if you agree to be used, you're just a doormat. We are more than that. We are more than that. Sons and daughters of the living God, we cannot afford to be doormats. I want to appeal to you, young people. Be integrity champions for our church. Be integrity champions for our church. For yourself. For your children.
Now, we are continuing this Bangla discussion by just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, what Maraga is trying to expose or reveal to us is that people who are in a position of influence have been used by those who want to use shortcut to get justice or to buy justice in their favor at expense of the common wananchi or majority of Kenyans. They have done so. And we know judges are in position of influence to make judgment that affects people. Judgment that affects our life. Now the truth. The ruling we had in court on presidential results, petition 2022, it made a decision, it gave a decision which touches on our lives. For example, today we are suffering, we are crying, we are making noise because the economy has been brought down to its knees by the leadership of William Ruto because of his unpopular, poisonous, dangerous policy that he has put in place. So judges have been used, cartels and what we are told deep state have always used these judges to make some judgment that is unsound mind, that is unfriendly, that has no any justice for the people. And this message is also going to an extent to explain the people like Maraga, people like Chebukati, people like Koome and others. Imagine if we have Maraga today as the IBC chairperson in 2027 election. I am sure those who like using shortcut will be thinking on how to deal with Maraga, including silencing him. Because hata bila kabla hiyo kura kupigwa, I'm sure 80 to 90%, hata ni 100% of Kenyans will have confidence in the result that Maraga can come out with as a final presidential result. He is tested, he has been tried, and has proved to be a man of integrity. Wale wa ukora na shortcut watakuwa they will be trembling, they will be shivering, they will have no peace, because the man will be in a position of influence or a position of making a decision is a non-nonsense person. He's a God-fearing man, he has been tested, and he will stand with the truth. Kama ni Raila ameanguka kura atasema, Raila umeanguka. Kama ni Ruto atamwambia, Ruto enda Sugoi, wa Kenya wamekukataa. That is the truth. The reason why people are sharing this video, they are saying that, what if we have Maraga as the next IBC person? Kwa sababu, watu wengi wameangusha wa Kenya. 90% of Kenyans, including those who voted for William Ruto, still believe that Chebukati was not truthful with his results. where 4 commissioners disagreed with him, but 2 agreed with him. And he went with the minority too. Yeye akiongeza hapo yeye mwenyewe wanakuwa 3. Hapo ndo tumefika. So it is all about gaining the confidence or having the confidence of the people. And it has become hard. You go to the Supreme Court. Imagine in 2027, those who are sitting in that court to make the decision on the election will also be there. What if kuna mtu kama Maraga, ama na mtu ambaye ako na tabia, mawazo na fikira kama za Maraga ako pale? Kenya will be far, because you can trust the ruling that no one has bought these leaders. But now having Koome overseeing that and sitting there, I'm sure people will have no any confidence. Hata kama atasema ukweli, hata kama atasema uongo, majority of Kenyans will have no confidence in CJ Mother Koome ruling on an election. Because you check on the ruling they made, it wasn't the best ruling according to majority of Kenyans. It never served justice to Kenyans. Na tuko hapa. So it is easy to buy judges. And lawyers have been used to catalyze that kind of behavior. So mbele yetu tuko na election, which is 4 years from now. But we have 2 people who are going to matter a lot in that election. Number 1, it is the IEBC chairperson. Number 2, we have the Supreme Court judges, and of course wakiongozwa na Chief Justice who will be sitting there. These two people are so much important on an election, because an election, especially presidential election, define our future. Someone is going to sit in a position of influence. He will make policies. He's going to govern. If you don't give people the person who has won the election, then you will not be serving justice to Kenyans. So Maraga is talking about integrity. And when you uphold integrity, you gain the confidence of people. But if you don't, you become a doormat. Right now, if you talk about someone like Chebukati, he's like a doormat. Kila mtu anataka kukanyaga na kupanguza uchafu. Even those who have used him, they see him like a doormat. Ni kama duster. Because they know who is your integrity. But if you are truthful, even those who, when they will be looking for integrity, when they will be looking for justice, in the time when they are not in a position of influence, they will have confidence in you, and they will come for you, and they will be comfortable with your ruling. And the truth, sasa hii serikali imekosa watu kama hao.